Oh, wait a minute. Hello, my friends. Rocky.outcrop here to talk about Chainlink. That's right, our friend Chainlink. It's still been going sort of sideways and down, or sideways, waiting to explode back again towards the top side. We've not really taken out any significant areas towards the downside, so we're still looking fairly rosy. Can we achieve it? Yes, we can. Are there still good buy entries to be had? Well, there still are. Let's take a look at that and more in just a second. Thanks so much for joining me. Of course, by the way, my name is Rocky.outcrop, and if you would like to hit that like and subscribe button, then I would massively appreciate it. And let's just take a look at the charts together. Again, thank you for joining me. We have that target in mind up above, going towards the top end of the wedge now, you know, still looking up towards $26, $27. It's still totally possible. We still know as well that we don't want to be taking out this red line here down towards the 21 area, 21.3, below 21.5. Now, if we do want to have a decent buy entry point, so welcome to the charts, friends. Thanks for joining me. And here we can see the sideways action on the no sure thing indicator, telling us that, of course, here in the 4-hour time frame, there's a degree of the old sideways on the go. And we can see that in terms of the price action. Well, we have sloped a little the board, really. You know, if I bring up this oscillator down below, this is the DMI, and that, of course, is showing us that coiling up effect that you're talking about, John, range with regards to Ethereum. That is the same sort of dealio. That's the same thing that we're dealing with here with regards to Chainlink. On the 4-hour time frame, we're waiting for an explosion across the board, and in the total market cap, when I was saying that it's not, you know, unusual, we're seeing that here. 4-hour time frame, same thing with ADX, everything be about to go wild. Now, of course, that could be the likes of Chainlink. So what would Chainlink be doing if it were to go wild? Well, first off, and forgive me again for these lines not lining up properly, but first off, we'd be looking towards the top end of our rising wedge or channel in terms of the potential for upside moves, and that takes us all the way up towards $30. Now, there's various other things that take us up towards $30. No big secrets here. For instance, we've got the 1618 coming in at $30 as well if we take a recent high to low for a Fibonacci extension. So there's plenty of things that are seen there in terms of Chainlink and it's coiling up and where it could take us, but this volatility that we're seeing might incline the prices to move 10% or so and then retrace again back down the way and give everybody a sort of scare along the way. We'll have to be careful for actual proper volatility in the near future, but of course, if that just cascades towards the top side, that's what we'll be looking at. If we do actually break out of these zones, and we've got 3 fake out territories below us to really be aware of, $20 will $21 and is a big one down to sort of 20.5, and then the next area comes in at 17, right? This has all been higher highs and higher lows. This is flux in between. If we take out this previous low, then it makes this into a descending triangle with a measured move that was being fulfilled, and of course the potential for a turnaround. There's your sort of measured move off of a descending triangle. Pop that in here, it breaks the structure. That's what you'd be looking at, and that'd be negative enough to move us outside of the wedge and take us beyond a fake out territory down the way. Now, of course, if we don't actually do that and we break towards the top side, and this isn't something like an Adam and Eve as well, for instance, again, same sort of measured move, always more or less always works out the same, then you'd be looking up towards perhaps starting to trend towards the top side, you know, perhaps starting to take out other targets up the way, but we're still going to have to bear in mind any potential supports for us. $30 on the card, plenty of percentage points to be had. Will we get there overnight? Well, that'd be funny with the yellow brick road on it. So, in fact, so long as things continue to follow the yellow brick road towards the top side, then things are looking pretty good, bringing us in for that target up towards the upper end of it. Now, of course, we have various things to be aware of. Diminishing volume throughout this period of the bearish divergence across the board. Lots of numerous things, you know, bearish divergence over here in the no sure thing indicator, for instance, as well. And over here in the DMI and the 4-hour time frame, this warning that we're going to get a big degree of volatility in the near future, which could see the prices go up and even back down to where they left off from. So, you know, all that sort of thing to be bearing in mind, because, you know, things are looking a little bit like that could be the case. And if we were to break towards the downside, it might be that we look back in time and say that this area here actually was a descending triangle, or indeed an Adam and Eve, etc. That's the kind of looking back between the price action of the 28th of January up to where we find ourselves now on the 4-hour time frame, if you want to look at that at home yourself. So the measured move off the back of that actually takes out the market structure of the 618 and our previous low in there on that $20.50 area, and then you're going to look towards areas down such as $19.25 and $17. $17 thereafter. Okay, but if we're going to go towards the top side, then that's what we're looking to at the minute. Easy enough to manage your risk on this one, just like I've been talking about on the Tezos video, and I put in a couple of positions for us to see in terms of examples. You know, you could be looking up towards any target in it around about that for us. And if I just bring up this full screen, in terms of managing your risk, if you were looking at it from this point of view, taking out your previous low over there, then it means that you're operating with a rough expectation of a 5 to 1. That's of course just from arbitrarily choosing from where the prices are right now. Hopefully you yourself would do a better job than just simply picking an area on the charts, more or less, just based on the random time you happen to be looking at them. So hopefully you'd be doing a better job than that. But if you were to, then managing your trading around about this sort of idea means that you've got risk management built in there as well, and that should hopefully serve you well. Okie dokes. Right, cool. So I've definitely done Chainlink as well. I think I've done Bitcoin